Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Christine Josti of Mail Something Pretty, and we have our weekly live today. I'm excited to show you. Well, I kind of came up with the idea. I took the idea from someone else and then made it my own. So I'm excited to show you what we're going to do. But as always, I want to make sure that we are working, that the volume is good and the video is good. So once someone's on, let me know that we are good. I'm going to use a new stamp set to me. It's been around since May, but I just got it. It's called Choose Happy, which I like this. I like the sentiment of Choose Happy. Um, but it's a fun little set. Okay, so we are good. So Kim's on. Hello. I always like to see somebody's on there to make sure that we're working, that it's working. Yes, so I just got this, and I should have bought it before because I could have used. Remember, I didn't have anything for Halloween. Well, there's a pumpkin and a little jack-o'-lantern face, so I could have used that for Halloween. So I will have to use it next year. Hey, Nancy. Excellent. All right, so let me go over to my desk here, and this is actually where. So this is in the annual catalog, and it's there you go. So Choose Happy on page 24. So it's kind of in, I don't want to say the beginner section, but it's in the section that is geared towards like the more the simpler stamping, or the, I forget now what they called it, what they called this chapter. Let's see what they call it. I don't remember. Quick and easy options. So that's where the stamp set is right there. But it's actually, as you can see, there's tons of options. There's lots of words. I like the font. I like the cute little images. So today we're going to use the penguin, but I'm also going to show you, actually we're going to use the penguin and the sailboat, and I'm going to show you a cute bunny card too. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so Carol is live. Let's see. Carol says, I have this and haven't used it yet. Oh, that's awesome. So let's see. So I actually saw a card. Let me show you the card first. So this is the card. Isn't that kind of fun with all the bubbles and the circles and everything? So it's kind of happy. It's happy to me. And then here's on the inside. It says hello, and it just says winter hello. And so I saw a similar card with the dots. In the little peek through hole, and it had the stamp set. Oh shoot, what's it called? The Yuletide something or other, where the house and the little snow, and they colored it in. It looked really nice, and I took a screenshot of it. So when I post pictures of my cards, I'll include that so you can kind of see. And so as I was from memory, before I looked at the picture, I was trying to remember or think of how she did it. So I'll show you what I first did, which is wrong. But just so you know, hi Debbie, thanks for joining it. Hey Jenny, I was just talking to Jenny on the phone, and I'm gonna say hi to Mimi, who might be watching during work. And so I saw her last night. So what I thought was, and I don't always like to do cards that flip up this way because sometimes they don't stand up so well, but I was trying to figure out how to do it to do the circle, but then I got the embossing on the back. So I said, that can't be right. So I went back and looked at the card, and in fact, it wasn't a peek-through window. I thought it was a peek-through window, which we could do, but this works just fine. So this is what we're gonna do. I just wanted to show you, not my mistake, but my kind of trial and error. Alrighty. So I'm gonna use just thick basic white as my base. And my measurements here. Actually, I'll put those here so you can kind of. I don't know if you can see them on the screen or not. I know it's kind of far away. So we're going to cut. Let me put this over here. We're going to cut. So normally I would cut the first layer because I ended up doing, you can kind of see there is a layer on top of the card base. And I thought we could do it a peek through, but I'll work on that later. But I did a really kind of skinny layer. So normally I would do 5 1/4. But I'm actually going to do 5 3/8. So it's a little bit bigger than the 5 1/4, or 5 1/2. Yeah, 5 1/4. And then this would normally be 4, but we're going to make it a little bit bigger. So it's going to be 4 1/8. And that's just so, I mean, you could certainly use that border, but I just wanted it to kind of be the whole thing. Look like it's the whole thing. And Is that the only thing I need to cut? Oh, no, I need to cut the inside white. So I made this kind of smaller than normal because I liked having that border with the words on it. So that is size 3 by 4 1/4. So I'll just get the cutting done and then I'll put the trimmer away. Alrighty, so those I think are the only two things I need to cut. We'll find out with the cutter. I have to do the trimmer too. So we're also going to do one with navy blue because, you know, it's my favorite color. So I'm going to use those. I already cut the navy blue ones pieces. All right. So when you want to cut and emboss at the same time, I recommend cutting first, embossing second, because if you were to emboss first and then go back through to cut the shape, you would smush whatever you embossed, right? Because it goes through the machine again. So we're going to cut first. So we're going to cut a circle. So I used mostly the stylish shape circles, which you guys have seen me use many, many times. But I also used on this one and another one I'll show you. I just used the next size circle. I used this kind of medallion, or I guess it's kind of scallop shape. Again, it had the bumps, which had the bumps. So anyways, that's from the Round We Go. And I actually use these two a lot. I like the two size circles, and I think it pairs nicely because it kind of fits in. It fits nicely with the stylish shape circle. So we're going to use that one. And I think I already cut. I did. I already cut the other two circles. But just so you know, we're also going to use these two circles. So the little one does the penguin, and the next one did the blue. But I've already cut those. And you could do any shapes, but I like how you do the circle, kind of heavy concentric circles there. All right, let's move our machine. We'll move over side. We're going to cut these two at the same time. Well, one after another. And then I'll have 3 kind of samples to show you with the same kind of shape. So I'm just gonna, I don't want it exactly in the center, although you could. I want mine to be up just a little bit. I'm hoping you don't hear the leaf blowers. My neighbors, it seems like every time I either go live or film a video, the leaf blowers are going. But that's probably for a limited time, right? All right, so we'll just save that for something else. So now we have kind of our hole or our circle, and I'm going to do the same. Do I want to do the same? Yeah, I was just thinking if I wanted to do the circle. You know what? I'll do the circle just so you can see both. They're almost the same size. Oh, actually, no, we want to do the next one. We'll do the bigger circle. They're similar in size. That way you can see one of each. And I'm going to show you my son's birthday card that I made the same layout, but it's with the bunny because he loves bunnies. Even though I don't like them in my garden, they make him happy. So that's more important. Okay, so we did that. All right, so now we have one with a smooth circle and one with a scallop circle. And we'll just save these. Actually, I can even line that up. I can make a little tag. I'll line that up for something else. All right, so the next thing is we want to use the embossing folder. So it's kind of cool is because it's so big, you'll see when I do the paper, you can kind of shift the paper wherever you want. So you can kind of get whatever pattern, like some cards you might want like, half circles. But this one I want to kind of focus on the middle circles. So what I'm going to do, and this is available, I checked. It might be on low, what do they call it? Low availability, but it is available. All right, so you see what I did? Yeah, I just kind of centered these circles within the circle that I cut. but down here I can kind of see it's crooked, so I'm just going to shift it a little bit. Kind of use that black line as my guide. Make sure that it's nice, so it looks like it's nice and centered. And then with the 3D embossing folders, you use the thick platform. You put your embossing folder down. I like to use my folded side in, because I have ruined some folders by not doing that way. And then the gray plate. And it gets a really good sandwich, so we're really going to get some nice details in there. So you can kind of see, oh yeah, see all that? Like, it's a lot of nice bumps. That's the back side. So we're going to just do that again with the white, because we'll just do two at once. So I'm going to center, so this one's a little bit smaller than the circle I used for the blue. So I just want to, you can kind of see the little polka dots. Center the polka dots, which you won't see, but I just want to make sure everything's centered, and then make sure that's straight. Okay. All right. So there we go. So now we get that nice. So this reminded me of snow, which made me think of the penguins. So I'm not done with this folder yet, and I could be, but I want to show you. I'll kind of show you on the blue, because I think you'll see it better. So that's just my base. So this is going to go down. And I could use a, oh, I just realized I forgot. It's all right. Forgot something. I could put a circle down, and I could put another circle down like that, and that would look nice. But my card, you may or may not have noticed, see the blue has the polka dots on it, so it's a little extra detail. So we're going to do that. So how I did that is I took my circle and I lined it up, and it just fits. All right, so you can kind of see, there we go. That lines up, just fits. Squeeze it to make sure it's in place. Put that through. And then we get this little circle with polka dots on it. Like, there we go, there we go. So I'm going to do that again with the light blue for the penguin. Oops. Again, you don't have to do this, but it's just one extra detail, and it kind of carries the pattern throughout the whole card. So the card I copied from didn't do this, because she didn't have all the colored layers. She just had one layer, because she had the stamped house, and you'll see it. So this is kind of where I made my change. All right, so I have that. So now we're done with this. Hopefully not drop it. Okay. All right, so we have these. We have this. I'll tell you in 1 sec what I forgot, but it's okay, because I have other paper up here of my card base. So when we layer it, you could do it so it's just, you could do it all white on white, but I'm going to put some pink. Actually, let me just do that right now. I'm going to put pink under. Originally, I thought I had to cut this shape in the pink, but then I'm like, no, I could just layer it underneath. So I'm going to, it's close to the circle cutout. I did, you can make any size, but this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. You can't tell with this one, but I had it propped up on my table and the sun was shining. This square is bigger, and you can kind of see it through it because it's white. So you can make your square bigger, but I decided since I had the white, I just made my square kind of as small as possible. So it just pokes through right like that. And then we'll just go ahead and put more glue and just we'll put this on the card base. I'll just put a little there. And it's close to the edge because I wanted it that way. Because originally I wanted the card, I wanted the whole front to be embossed, but it didn't work out that way. All right. So when I said, oops, I forgot something, I didn't bring up a color for underneath. So this is going to go like that. Now I could leave it plain, but it's kind of nice to have a color. So I'm going to have a little sailboat on there. So what color? I could do pool party. I'm going to color, let's see. I'm going to color my sailboat those colors. You know what? Let's do, I have a whole stack. Let me see if I can grab it without dropping stuff. Remember, a long time ago, I kept forgetting paper, so I brought one of every color up here for this exact reason. And when I forgot colors, I could do just thinking more yellow like the sun. Maybe we'll do daffodil. All right, so we'll just cut that real quick. Otherwise, I would have left it plain. I didn't have my, because I don't think pink would work. I do have extra pink up here. So I did 2 3/4. Oh, actually, hold on, this circle's bigger. It's just gonna fit. Okay, that's just gonna fit. I probably should have done 3 by 3, but what I'm gonna do is just kind of put glue in the kind of the corners of the square and just make sure that is, yep. All right. This is going to be kind of we're making like a winter card and a summer card with the sailboats. But it is a seasonal set if you look at it, right? You got kind of winter and summer and fall, spring things in here. All right. So there we go. So now we can put down our popped up circles, or not popped up. I actually did them flat, but the dotted circle. So that's going to go. And to be honest, I didn't even pay attention to like aligning the dots because there's so many dots on here. I think it's fine. And I'll do the same thing with this one. Okay, so now we can stamp something sticking. All right, so I have 2 circles here. I should have 2 circles. Hold on, make sure. I can cut one, but I was pretty sure I had 2. Yellow back over here. All right, I'm just going to cut one because I don't see. Oops. I'll just cut it out of this. So we weren't done. We weren't done with this. Okay, take this out. Put this back in. Cut a circle. Oh, let's see if actually I can do it centered, and then maybe I can use that for something. And I just need over here. Oh, look what I found for a circle. Okay, so we'll use that. But I was going to cut that so we'd have a frame, but now I'm going to save that for a tag. I thought I had a circle. All right. Now we're going to stamp. Let's see. Jenny says, I have always loved this embossing folder. It's fun. Like, I love circles and polka dots, and so it really does speak to me. I'm just looking for the sailboat. So yes, I like it too, and it's so like detailed. And to be honest, I haven't used it tons. Where's my penguin? Oh, my penguin's already on a block. But I'm excited to use it more. So I'm going to use black, and I know I've talked about this before. So there's two black inks. Stampin' Up! Has two black inks. The Memento, which you use with blends markers, and the Stays On, which you use with Stampin' Right markers. Excuse me. So I'm actually going to stamp one of each because I'm going to do my sailboat with the blends markers, and I'm going to do the penguin with the Stampin' Rights. But I want to show you, I don't know, well, yeah, I guess you can kind of see it. Excuse me. I have a tickle in my throat. The top penguin I did with Memento, and the bottom penguin I did with Stays On. They were both recently re-inked. So can you see, if I can get it in here, there we go, that the Stays On one is crisper and more solid, whereas this one has a little white in there. So if you have a choice, I would go with the Stays On, except it will stain your blocks. That doesn't bother me. I know it bothers some people. You can use the Stays On remover, but that doesn't bother me. But so it depends on what purpose you are using it for. So I'm going to stamp this sailboat first. So I am going to use the blends markers for that because we're going to use, the Memento, because we're going to use the blends markers. Put these over here. And then I'll use the Stays On for the penguin because we're going to use those. Okay. And I'm not even going to wash them in between because look at most of the ink's off. So all the ink went on here. So I'm not even going to wash it yet. But you'll see that it will stain. Oh, I'm not doing the silver. I'm doing the penguin, so it actually doesn't matter. I mean, look at that. Nice, crisp, sharp penguin. All right. So I'm just going to do a quick color of my sailboat. I think this is light balmy blue. And I could get fancy and blend and everything, but this is pretty kind of straightforward image. So I'm just doing straight coloring. I do a yellow flag. I suppose I could have done a red flag, but I'm going to do red. Let's see, I'll start red on the bottom and we'll see where it goes. I'll do a stripe. And I think I haven't done sailing in a long time. My friend in high school had a boat, so I did go out. Is the spinnaker? I don't know if the spinnaker's always red or if hers was red, but she had a red spinnaker sail, but I don't know a whole lot about sailing. So. All right, so for my penguin, I decided to do a lighter colored beak. So this is Lemon Lolly. I did kind of practice different colors, and I kind of liked it lighter than like a darker yellow or a darker orange. So this is Peach Pie, just for its cute little feet. All right, so now simple coloring, right? So we're going to come over here, and since I have this nice flat surface, it's pretty big, I could use like a dimensional, but I'm going to actually make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to use, I just have some remnants of my foam sheets. So I'm just going to make a little bit bigger square and it will fit right in there. And Mimi taught me a really cool trick, but I'm going to take pictures of it. So that's a tease. Last night she showed me a really cool trick with dimensionals. All right, so the sailboat goes like that. I like the two yellows, so that worked out well. That didn't stick for some reason. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'll just put the little foam sheet. A cute little penguin. My son really likes penguins too, so I didn't show it to him because I'll show you his birthday card in a minute. So I didn't want him to see that's the same style. So I'll show him this next week. Birthday's on Saturday. So he really likes bunnies. So I made him this cute little bunny card, exactly same way. And then on the inside, I don't know if you can see it, but it says really lightly in yellow, happy birthday all the way around. And then I just did the happy birthday in there, but not fun. So it's kind of masculine with the gray granite pebbled path and a little lemon lolly and that cute little bunny. So he will like that, but I didn't want to show him the penguin because I know he'd like it. So I'll put those three next to each other, but I'll take pictures and I'll do them, but we need to do the insides of the cards. So the sailboat card, this is from the airplane paper. I think it's called Take the Sky, but it kind of looked, it's like a map. And I said, well, it doesn't have to be like land map. It could be water, like contours. So we'll put that on the inside. And then this is that, what was it, 3 by 4 1/4. I will stamp something else in here. I don't know who this card is for yet. It's probably going to be a summer birthday card. So I will save it. So I'll stamp it later. But that's that card. And then the penguin card, I have Melon Mambo. And I could have done red, but I just wanted to kind of change up so it doesn't really have to be Christmas. Well, actually, it's not Christmas because what did I say? That it's winter. Winter hello is what the two words are that I picked. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stamp this, but I'm actually going to turn it around and just use that as my guide. And I turned it upside down just in case I get something on here. It's on the wrong side. So I'm going to do winter on the diagonal, and hello I will do straight. And I'm just going to go all the way around. I'm going to turn it. I might do this a little faster than I did my original, so hopefully it lines up. But the first one actually lined up really nice. I was hoping that this set had the word wishes in it, and it didn't. I didn't see it. So I figured winter hello works. Obviously a winter birthday. With a penguin you can even do Valentine's Day. You could have them holding a big heart. And these little guys obviously would make, I'm going to have that go over a little bit. They're good sizes for tags. Let's see if it lines up. Well, it's going to line up. Not quite. So it's going to say winter, winter together, but that's all right. This one actually lined up. I did them a little closer together, so it lined up. But that's okay. So now I'm going to flip it over. I didn't get any ink on there, but I figured just in case. And then I'm going to, I am going to use this one. And now I'm just going to say hello on this part. And now I'll put that on the inside. And then we'll put it together, and then I have a cute little winter hello card. I think the pink just brightens it up a little bit. Okay, cover my glue. So there you go. So you got this cute little penguin, and you could certainly, I could have done Winter Hello and then stuck it here with a little rectangle. I think she did, the card I copied did something like that. So you got that. You got the little sailboat, a little terrain in there, and my little cute little bunny with a little happy birthday. So those are the cards I did with this Choose Happy stamp set. But you get this great apple, a pumpkin, a sun, the sailboat. That could be really any kind of bird. Initially, I thought like a dove, but you could make that any fun little bird. A bee, flowers, candles. So, and then you get all the fillings. So it's fun. And so you have a lot of words in there. I like how it's healing in here. So what would you put with healing? Huh. Maybe I just write healing. Healing it. Yeah, I have to look at it. So anyways, that's what I used to make these cute little cards. So hopefully that inspires you. So Carol, now you can, at least you have an inspiration point to make, and I will share the card that I copied from as well. And so that will help, hopefully. There we go. Trying to think if I have this. I don't know if there's really any Stampin' Up! Announcements. Last week was the big sale. Thanksgiving is next week. And then what else? Yeah, I have a special sale that's going to go happen next week. So you'll find out about that. But I have a new class coming out, and so that will be announced for Black Friday. And I shared it with my club members yesterday, and they loved it. And so I'm excited to share it with you. So that's just a little tease too. But so stay tuned for that for next week. All right, so I think I got all the comments. There weren't too many questions. So yeah, I think that's what I had for you this week. I don't know what I'm making next week, so if you have an idea, let me know. I will be live next week. I'll be here. We're cooking. I'm cooking. Sometimes my husband cooks, but I'm cooking for Thanksgiving. But we're not having turkey. We're having short ribs. Both my kids don't like turkey. So it's a small gathering. So we're going to do short ribs. So that will be yummy. We did that one other year. It was fun. So yeah, so that's kind of easy to put together. So I'll be here on Tuesday. My daughter will be coming home on Tuesday night. And so that will be exciting. So that's what I had. So thank you very much. Great to see you. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.